The world watches as Ukraine faces a harrowing paradox. It yearns for peace, a return to tranquility shattered by Russia's relentless aggression. Yet it continues to fight, its military forces locked in a seemingly intractable battle against the invaders. This is not a contradiction but a testament to Ukraine's resolve. It underscores the nation's understanding that true peace cannot be achieved through surrender. Ukraine desires a just peace, one that upholds its sovereignty and territorial integrity. A peace that does not reward aggression or embolden further transgressions against international law. This is a fight for survival, for the right to determine its own destiny. Ukraine's actions, both military and diplomatic, are driven by this fundamental principle. The international community, witnessing Ukraine's unwavering spirit, grapples with the complexities of this conflict. They are confronted with a nation determined to defend its freedom, even as it desperately seeks a path to end the bloodshed. Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, has repeatedly expressed his willingness to engage in direct dialogue with Vladimir Putin. His overtures, however, have been met with a wall of silence. Putin, it seems, is not yet ready to come to the negotiating table. Zelensky's openness to talks is not born out of weakness but rather a pragmatic understanding of the devastating consequences of this protracted conflict. He knows the human cost of war, the lives lost and the families torn apart. His willingness to negotiate is a testament to his leadership, his commitment to finding a peaceful resolution to this crisis. He is not afraid to engage with the enemy, to explore all avenues for peace. His actions stand in stark contrast to Putin's isolation. Putin's refusal to engage in direct talks with Zelensky reveals a deep-seated disdain for the Ukrainian leader and a fundamental miscalculation of Ukraine's resolve. While Zelensky extends an olive branch, Putin lays down a gauntlet. His conditions for peace are not concessions but demands for capitulation. He seeks to redraw the map of Europe by force, holding Ukraine hostage to his imperial ambitions. Recognition of annexed territories, a demand that would legitimize his illegal seizure of Ukrainian land. Demilitarization of Ukraine, stripping the nation of its ability to defend itself from future aggression. Installation of a pro-Russian government, a blatant attempt to extinguish Ukrainian sovereignty. These are the non-negotiable demands of a man who sees himself not as a peacemaker, but as a conqueror. His conditions are not a basis for negotiation, but a recipe for perpetual conflict. The international community, faced with such intransigence, is left grappling with a sobering reality. Putin's vision for peace is one built on coercion, not coexistence. Section 4. A battlefield at a stalemate, the struggle for leverage. On the battlefields of Ukraine, a grim calculus unfolds. Both sides, locked in a deadly embrace, seek to gain leverage, to tip the scales in their favor before any potential negotiations. Each victory, each territorial gain is seen as a bargaining chip in a high-stakes game of diplomacy. Ukraine, outgunned and outmanned, has surprised the world with its resilience. Its soldiers, fueled by a fierce patriotism, have inflicted heavy losses on the invading forces. They fight for every inch of their homeland, knowing that their courage is their strongest weapon. Russia, bogged down by logistical nightmares and fierce Ukrainian resistance, has resorted to indiscriminate bombardment of civilian targets. This barbarity, far from breaking the Ukrainian spirit, has only strengthened their resolve to resist. The battlefield remains fluid, a dangerous and unpredictable landscape. Yet one thing is clear, neither side is willing to back down. This is a war of attrition, a test of will, with the fate of Ukraine hanging in the balance. Section 5. The West's arsenal of support, a lifeline for Ukraine's defense. Ukraine's fight is not theirs alone. The international community, recognizing the threat posed by Russia's aggression, has rallied to provide military, economic, and humanitarian aid. Weapons flow into the country, bolstering Ukraine's defenses and allowing them to hold the line against the invaders. The United States, stepping up as a leader in the global effort to support Ukraine, has provided billions of dollars in military aid. This includes advanced weaponry, intelligence sharing, and training for Ukrainian troops. NATO, while not directly involved in the conflict, has bolstered its presence in Eastern Europe, sending a clear message of deterrence to Moscow. The alliance has also provided training and logistical support to Ukraine, enhancing its defensive capabilities. This international support is a lifeline for Ukraine, providing them with the resources they need to resist Russia's aggression. It is a testament to the power of collective action, a recognition that the fate of Ukraine has implications for the entire world.